Good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to the Divine Light podcast there. I'm Stuart. I started the group off about 4 years ago now. I'm a healer. What I've got is to bring to the table is immense. It's unbelievable. But you see for yourself very soon. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Craig. I got involved with Divine Light just under a year ago. And I'm part of the team here now and enjoying every second of it. And I'll go into my story a little bit more in a bit about how I ended up meeting Stu and getting involved.
Hi, I'm Trish and I've been part of Divine Light since November last year, and I got asked in January if I would like to be on the admin side, and I check on all new people that want to join. And I'll tell you my story in a bit.
My name's Raven and I've been part of Stuart's journey for quite a few years now. I got asked to be part of the admin at the beginning of the year, and I'll go a little bit into my story a little bit later on.
Hi, my name's Gordon and I'm down here for healing of Stuart, and I've been coming for a few weeks now, and he's done immense things with me, and my story is unbelievable, believe you me.
Yeah, Gordon's story is like none other that I've ever heard. I've heard some good stories from people who have received healing, but none quite as good as what Gordon's got to tell with. So I mean, there's a few people who'll be listening who've heard Stuart's podcasts when they were live on Facebook, but there'll also be people who are listening who've never heard what you do, Stu. So do you want to give a little bit of background about where you've come from and how you got involved?
Well, my background's very checkered. I'm not ashamed of my background. I'm in gangster books. I've got a documentary out there called Stu Watson, Hard Man to Healer. Well worth a watch. Young lad there, Callum, he had 2 hours to live. And Jesus saved his life, working through me. The young man's still alive now. If anybody wants to watch it, you best get some handkerchiefs for you, because it's very tearful. But it's there for everybody to see. His grandma's there and his mum's there telling their side of the story. I didn't go looking for this about 7 years back now. It hit me like a bloody runaway train. And it's still hitting us like a runaway train. I'm the driver of that train now, but I cannot stop it. So powerful and strong, it's unbelievable. I can see energy. My spectrum of light is way beyond others. And I mean way beyond others. I can see energy. I can communicate with it. I share energy. I share energy with the sun, the moon, the stars. Believe me or not, it's entirely up to you, ladies and gents, but the stuff I've got to show people, I've got the proofs there. If anybody's wanting to try to debunk it, more than welcome.
Yeah, we've got a couple of videos and some pictures and everything to look through a little bit later on, which is going to back up what you're saying there, which is quite unbelievable.
Yeah, well, like I said, I didn't go looking for it, didn't ask for it. Everybody thought I was lost my mind, far from it. The gift I've been given, is it a gift? Sometimes you think it's a curse because it's 24/7. I wouldn't put anybody else in them shoes, because I swear down, this is the hardest thing I've done in my life. Still the hardest thing I'm doing. It's mentally and physically demanding and tough. 24/7. I see Jesus, I see God. Believe me or not. But I've got videos there, I've got photographs there. I've got photographs of me changing, morphing. Videos that way. And I got gold. I got gold, green, purple. Unbelievable, ladies and gents, but you can have a look for yourself very soon. It's so powerful, and I'll answer any questions anybody's got to put to us, best I can anyway.
Yeah, and this is like a daily occurrence for you, non-stop, 24/7, like you say. And the things that we've got to look at here is only a tiny little snippet of what you're experiencing, but even those are unbelievable. So to hear and see what you're actually going through is next level. I'll give you a little bit of rundown of how I met Stu. Then it goes back probably 20 years or so. I started struggling massively, asking questions about what happened, what happens in life, when you're born, you die, and the the questions I had, nobody could answer them, and it become a little bit of a fixation for me. I was the questions I had, like I said, no one could answer. If, why we're here, what happens when we're no longer here, and it turned into a bit of an anxiety disorder for me, and that went on for years and years, and it got better, and I go back into it a little bit, and anyway, fast forward to last year, it sort of questions started coming back up again for us, and again no answers, and I used to work doing security in nightclubs and what have you, a bit like exactly what Stuart used to do, and I'd heard Stuart's name mentioned years ago through that sort of line of work, and I was talking to a girl who knew Stuart, and was mentioning the difficulties I was having, the questions I was asking, and she said, why don't you go and see Stuart Watson? And I said, what, the doorman? She says, yeah, but he's got a documentary out now, Hard Man to Healer. Why don't you go and see him for a little bit of healing? So I was intrigued because I'd heard his name mentioned. I didn't know him, but I knew of him. So as soon as I got home that night, straight on, I put Amazon on it, and I watched the documentary, and then straight away I thought, I need to meet him. So I got in contact for healing with Stuart, come to see him. The healing I received was, pretty much out of this world. Yeah, it was. But it wasn't just the healing that I had with you, Stuart. There was we had a bit of a chat.
Chat about life on it.
Yeah, that went on for 20-30 minutes on its own, and talked about various things, that the questions I had, and Stuart was able to answer a lot of those as well as the healing. So it was a bit more like of a package deal, if you like. And then Stuart invited us along to the group on a Thursday night. And anybody who lives local, I would recommend coming down to the Teams Club on a Thursday at 7:00. It's well worth it. The people that you meet, all of a sort of similar mindset.
Yeah, these people. The energy in there is so powerful and strong, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And since then, I've been coming pretty much every week to meet the guys and meet Stu. I had more healing sessions, and it's just been absolutely brilliant.
You had a shoulder injury as well, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right. When I went to get the healing from Stuart, when he finished, he mentioned what's been wrong with your stomach and what's been wrong with your shoulder, and I'd never mentioned this bit to Stuart.
No, you hadn't, no.
And I said, oh yeah, I've had a shoulder injury for 2 years or so. Nothing sort of totally debilitating, but I'd struggled to lift my arm up and what have you. And I'd never mentioned that, but he said that he'd seen the energy working around the shoulder, and I'd had problems with my stomach, a few tests at the doctors and things, like a lot of bits of pain and struggling when I was eating, and he mentioned that as well, and that was you could see the energy working there as well. So like I said, never mentioned anything like that to him, but yeah, the group helped me massively.
Sorry that I've interrupted, but your shoulder injury, you couldn't believe it, could you?
No.
Like, have you had any trouble with it since?
No, absolutely not. I couldn't, press my arm above my head like that, and instantly it was unexplainably better. Amazing experience, absolutely.
Yeah,
amazing.
but what I offer, bring to the table, ladies and gents, I can do what doctors can't. Believe me or not, it's entirely it's you. We have a group meeting, like Craig said, every Thursday night in the Teams Club in Gateshead, and the 8 to SG, 7:00 till 9. Everybody's welcome. I mean, your colour, race or religion, everybody's welcome. Yeah. Anxiety, stress, pains, even serious illnesses. You can't even say the word now. It's illegal to say that you can cure that. But I have had 70% strike rate with it, and it's vanished. Arthritis is, you name it. I tell the truth, I don't know what I can do and what I cannot do. Once I do with me praying, it's in the big lad's hand upstairs, and ask him to save their lives or to remove their pains. And believe me or not, ladies and gents, 9 times out of 10, the prayer's answered.
Yeah. We say that every Thursday. There's people get up for a whole host of reasons, mentally, physically, and like you say, the majority of them, if not all of them, that I've witnessed, have left feeling a lot better than what they were when they joined.
Yeah, well, there's people coming here, coming down on Thursday night with darkness on them, dark energy, and there's videos there, and you can actually see the dark entities or dark energy leaving their body as soon as I go beside them. It's hard work to remove them, but they kind of stand in the light. They cannot stand in the light. I've never been afraid of anything in my life, never. Walk into any situations I used to when I used to doing the other things I used to do. Like I said before, I'm not ashamed of anything I've done in my life. I had to go through that. I had to go through the darkness to get to the light. And I went through the darkness. I was dragged up as a child, had nothing, and I mean nothing. Wellies on the summer, etc. Had nothing, dragged up. And people who know me, now I'm telling the truth. I'm dyslexic, no education, but I've done well in life. I shouldn't be here. My life should have been taken 4 or 5 times. People said gun to my head, pulled the trigger twice, and it's nicked the bullet. Just didn't go off. I knew now that I've been protected all my life. People used to call us lucky. It wasn't luck. I was protected. I had a bubble around me. I'm protected. And I'm still protected now. Still afraid of nothing. I don't know how and why I was chosen, but I have been. But any lesser man wouldn't be here now. I've went to churches to reach out to them to offer me help, me services free of charge. And they didn't want me services. They says, how can you do this? And I tell the truth, I got the pisser. I'm still Stuart. And offered me help. And I want to, help with the parish, again the parish, and I'm wanting to help. And I was wanting to go in once a month on a Sunday just to help relieve anybody's pain, stress, anxiety. And I got turned down every time. Got turned down. Why? Saying that it had to go to the Vatican to see if they okayed this. And I says I didn't want nothing to do with the Vatican. I'm not going to get into that details. But I says if you're in contact with the big fella upstairs, ask him why me, not you. And I haven't went back to them, because I wouldn't work with the Vatican, simple as that. But I'm here to help people. And I can do what doctors cannot. Anybody's got any questions to ask us, I'll ask as best I can, and as honestly as I can. And the videos you see and the testimonies you're going to see, you're not going forward. They're mind blowing. Out of this world. The videos, they're showing. If anybody's out there and wants to try to debunk them, any scientists out there, you're welcome to have a look at them. And I'll sit any lie detector test. I am genuine. The group's genuine. And we're here to help you. We're reaching out to everybody on a Thursday night. What you get on Thursday is you feel the love and light. You feel the energy, divine energy. You feel that. You feel welcome. We'll make you feel welcome. And that's our role. We've all been put together for a reason, ladies and gents. Join us, and it's every Thursday night. You're welcome. Anybody's got any questions, I'm here to answer them, and I will answer any questions on the Thursday night live. If anybody wants to pop down, you're more than welcome. 7 o'clock and 9 every Thursday, Teams Club, and the year 2SG. Everybody's welcome. I'm going to speak to Gordon in a minute, because Gordon here, what an experience he had when we've done the healing. I'll let him tell you. It's all right to see what it was out there, Gordon, yeah?
Hi, my name's Gordon. I've known Stuart for 16 years roughly now, and I came down for some healing, and obviously I can't tell you what was the matter with us because some people take offence on that serious thing of it, but I came for healing for 7 days, and what I've seen in 7 days you wouldn't believe. I've seen gold crosses coming over the top of us. I've been in gold domes. I've seen a crucifix with people carrying it. I've seen 2 guys with white gowns on. One was Stuart, and the other one, I couldn't make his face out, but I could see it was olive skin. And I'm standing watching these 2, and believe it or not, there's 2 bodies and 1 hand on each body, and 1 hand goes across to the other and puts it on top. Then the other one goes back and does exactly the same. Then the 2 bodies go down on the ground, and they look at a big, beautiful marble cast like coffin, and they both go down and pray, and then they both disappear. Now, other things I've seen is I was lying there, and Stuart was giving us healing, and the vapour was so strong I couldn't breathe the power out of what he was blowing on me. And then I start looking at gold crosses, and I start seeing ruby crosses swiveling in the air. You've never seen nothing like it. Then I go to a marble grave, and at the top of it, the headstone, is a silhouette of Jesus. It's a man with a beard on.
So this is all happening while you're lying on the bed.
Doing the healing.
Every day.
It was every day. It was
7 days I've seen this, and when I first came to see him, I seen it was like a rugby ball, but it was pure black shiny. And there was a silver thread getting threaded through it, and it was spinning. Then there was a light went through the middle, like a purple dot, and went away on it. This is gospel, this, mate. And as the days were progressing, Stuart says to me, he says, "You'll see me with Jesus." And I thought, oh, I've heard this before, people, and I've known him a lot of years. And when he's standing there, it's a silhouette of a guy, but it's olive skin, and Stuart's hand's olive skin, and this guy's olive skin, right? And I'm looking, and I'm thinking, this can't be right. And then when I go back and look up into the sky, into the dome opens, and it's pure gold and blue silk all over it. And the stars up the side, and it's spinning. It is beautiful, mind. And then this cross comes up and comes over us, and it's a gold cross, but you can't make Jesus out. But there's a body on it, and it's thorns, the ring of thorns on his head, but it's in gold. It's in gold, mate. And then that one goes, and then after it, there's 5 gold crosses comes over the top of me with no body on it. No body at all, mate. Just crosses flying over the top of us. And when he tried to wake us up, I couldn't wake up this time, mate. And when I woke up, I couldn't let go of him. I was crying.
Very emotional. Yeah, very emotional.
He put his arms around us, and I said, "Stuart, I can't let you go in here." And I wasn't frightened. No. But yeah, what I've seen, mate, believe you me, mate, and I don't care who I speak to, whether they're friends and I fall out with them, mate, I am sorry, mate, I ain't buckling for nobody, mate. I don't care who they are. If it's my sons, my family, I've told my son believes us, mate, because I might have been a dodgy guy in my time, but I've done some funny things, but I didn't tell lies. And that's me bottom line with Stuart Lee. But what other things I seen was, I seen a big white cross. There was nobody on it, mind. It was about 20 foot long. It was massive. And there was people carrying this white cross up a hill, but nobody on it. I wouldn't fixate anything and tell lies to you. But on the sides of it, there were like disciples carrying it, all different coloured clothes and frocks, types of things on them. And then there was little angel crosses spinning around and around and around. And I had to write this down every time I went home, and I wished I'd been an artist to tell you what I've seen, man, because I've done some drawings, but they're not the best in the world, but they don't do justice what Stuart done for us. And what am I okay to talk a bit more, man?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
And then I went to hospital, and I had 5 polyps in me top of my bowel, right? And when I went in, the guy says, "It's local anaesthetic or gas in air." I said, "I don't want nothing." He says, "Sorry?" I says, "I've come here, and I'm telling you, with the way I feel off the guy I've seen and given me healing, I don't need anything. And I'm not being crude to you. They took the 5 polyps off me at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was at Stuart's meeting on the night time at 7 o'clock, sitting here.
Amazing.
And he's sitting next to us, mate, and I've known him for 15, 16 years through a very good friend of mine called Dean. And I told Dean what I've seen, and Dean knows I don't tell lies, mate. Anybody else would say, "Oh, he's a dodge for him."
Sorry, I didn't want anybody to tell lies. I just wanted to tell the truth. I want to tell the truth.
But the thing is, though, Stuart, people automatically think, "Oh, you're talking about rubbish." And I couldn't sit in this bar with anybody, mate, and not sit there and say, "Oh, I'm saying out about this case to think I'm crackers," you know what I mean? Because I have seen it. I cannot deny it.
You can tell a person who's telling lies, right? You've got to be a clever person to be a liar, but because you've got to remember to tell that same story that you haven't went through. But if you've went through that experience, it's in there. Where you're going to tell the same story time after time after time.
But when you get back to certain things like this, there's always a big eagle over the top coming across when he's praying to us, and him healing us. And no one knows what the eagle is. It's in every church on the stand, isn't it? It's a big eagle coming across where the book is. And I didn't realise this, And when I left him, my wife was doing some work at Durham Cricket Club, and I was at the Teal Valley, right? And I'm walking along the Teal Valley, and I'm putting one hand on the other like that. Everybody's looking at me thinking, who's this dodgepot here? I didn't realise everybody's looking at us on the valley. I'm going, nah, I haven't seen two hands on two bodies. That's four hands, you know what I mean? But there wasn't. His was there, and this one here. And
But
his skin was the same colour. It was olive. Crazy.
he says the four hands were exactly the same. That's right. When they were hands, they were like one set of hands.
One set of hands off two bodies. Because you would think there'll be two here and two there. But when it comes across and goes like that, it goes and crushes, not crushes, but touches it, like feels it, then the other one comes back. But then I'm standing in the corner looking at it, then I'm behind Stuart, and they both go down on their knees and they both pray, and then it just disappears.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And then I go back to that dome. I'm always in the dome. He rang my wife up. Was it Monday? And I'm sitting and I closed my eyes, and all I could see was straight back in that dome. This dome never leaves me, man.
So
I had two bad experiences on the night time. One was I was asleep and I woke up frightened, mind, and there was this big black silk waving at us, holding itself at us, massive, like a big, huge thing, back and forward. And I woke up and I told Stuart the next day, he says, that's the badness coming out, like, you know what I mean? And then the following night, after I'd had healing with him, I woke up and I was in a long corridor, long black corridor, and I couldn't get out of it. Seriously, And I thought, what am I doing here? And I got to the end, I thought, I'm kicking this door open, I'm going to look at the other side of this, and I'm the hard man, mate. Do you know what I mean? I thought, I'm out of this. And when I woke up, the relief was there. But I cannot explain everything I do with him. It's all in colour. There's no black and white with me. It's like watching a film. That's what I've seen with him, like, you know what I mean?
You've left the darkness as a way, Gordon. You left it behind now.
That was bad, Stuart.
And they didn't want you to open that door to see the light. That's what the darkness is.
Yeah. It was horrible.
If you open that door, the light's there. You're letting the light in. They want you to be afraid to open that door.
But the breathing part the first time was funny, mate. He was blowing on us, and like a menthol, but I couldn't breathe it. It was too cold. I was like that and struggling to get it. So I'll tell you the last bit now. I went to get a scan with the Freeman, right? Yeah. And they put us in this big dome, right? And I could feel him blowing on me.
But I'm with you. I'm with you.
I could feel.
I'm with you.
And I'm there in the scan, and my head's out of it. It's a big CAT scan, right? This is gospel, mate, and I could hear. I thought he's with me here, did you?
Yeah, because I'm with you. Once we're connected, I'm with you.
You know? But every time he speaks to her at home, my wife, I can close my eyes, and this dome's always there, mate. You know, like what you see in Israel, like the Jewish dome, but inside, when I'm looking at the gold and the blue, and then all of a sudden the top opens, but like a circle, and then you can see it's a big white circle. And it's just gold flying around. You know when you see a flock of starlings and they're dancing, the gold like speckles dancing. But when I get up after he's finished with his mate, it's not weakness, it's just refreshing. You know,
it's very strange for you.
It takes a long time for it. There's times I can't get off the bed when I'm in. It's amazing. That's just
stop saying that, Gordon.
You know, you know what I mean. You know, but like I say, I've known him 16 years through good pals of mine, my best mate, Dean. But the night you were down there with them, with the three women on the stage, when I come in from the hospital, and I come in and I looked at him, and he was sitting there, and there was a black silk in front of him, and there was 3 ruby crosses in front of him on the stage, and I didn't dare see out to anybody in there because I thought I was crackers, you know. Because he says, close your eyes and you'll all look and say things. I thought, I never need to close my eyes. I'm looking at 3 ruby crosses here in front of you, man. And nobody come off the stage to ask us what I'd seen with him. And I'm not disappointed, but I would love somebody else who's an expert in his field would say to me, Gordon,
we've never seen anybody do them things in dooms and things like that.
Yeah.
Me wife's been on the computers. I've looked.
It's
everywhere.
your, because, sorry to interrupt, it's your journey, that, Gordon. It's yours. It's not mine. It's not
No.
Craig's, Raven's, or Trish's. It's yours.
Yeah. But honest, and I'm going to hospital on the 3rd of October, and I've got knee fear, and honest, I just feel as though they can do what they want to me. I'm not. But whoever goes and says they get 5 polyps out my knee on the set,
I know exactly what you're saying.
top me about, and I'm not being vulgar here.
No,
and
no.
I come home. I was
Unbelievable.
I was in there 3:30. I come out. We didn't have the car. I got a taxi from Newcastle. They had on the wall. I got a shower and I jumped in a taxi back here to tell him. I couldn't wait. I had to be here to tell him. You know what I mean? You know, just unbelievable. You know what I seen, like.
So you know when you were experiencing this while you were getting the healing,
Yeah.
were you physically there, or was it in like a dream, or how did you feel like you were there?
I wasn't with him.
Yeah.
I was with somebody where he'd sent us in the dome.
Yeah.
And he was sometimes in the dome. I could pick his face on the sides of the domes, but just his face. But it would like go in and out his face, not like a full body of him. But the only time I've ever seen him in full body was with a white cloth on with a hood, and he was standing there next to the guy, and I couldn't make the guy's face out, mind, but it was a silhouette, you know. And then, like I say, when the hands crossed, I thought, whoops. When the hands crossed, I thought, there's something not here.
Yeah.
Definitely not with that, like, you know what I mean? Amazing. But I always get crosses all over. Always. And these ruby crosses, I get 3 on an arch, like a horseshoe, but I never get more than 3. I get 3 at one side, but they never come down the other side.
Strange, isn't it?
And then I go into a blue cross and a silver outside of it. But the crosses, they're like, you know, like Gaelic crosses, or what you'd see in Lindisfarne, old churches, that
Yeah,
sort of
exactly.
thing. They're never a plain cross, you know what I mean? But the only one where I get a real big one is the gold one, where Jesus is on it, but you can't make his face out.
Yeah.
But the thorns on the top, it's a gold cross, gold on the thorns.
I don't know why I'm shaking my head. I don't know. I was still
and I
connected,
would-
yeah.
The experience you've had, Gordon, is
You know,
like, it's your experience, it's
you
your
see,
journey.
It is.
I don't want to go on too long because there's other people here, but it's hard when you've done 7 days healing. We hit this guy each day, and to remember everything. And people will think you've got to write it down. You go home. You just cannot remember what I've seen. You know.
But you have remembered.
Oh yeah, but
Stuart says nobody could just.
oh yeah,
And we've heard this conversation
Yeah.
because I think Stuart put it on record on one Thursday night.
The one, not just a part of it, the one.
Just part of it, and it's exactly the same.
yeah, amazing.
You know.
But when I came in that room on that night, man, and she says, "What are you looking at?" I says, "There's 3 crosses in front of him," and there was. But the 3 crosses finished after him. Do you understand? The rest of them that was on the stage, they didn't go any further, you know. And I'm looking, and I keep going, and she says, "What's the matter?" I says, "Them crosses is their way of making like, crazy, you know."
So,
But what an experience.
did you ever have any sort of experiences like this or similar before?
never.
Nothing
Never.
ever in your life?
My wife's into spiritualism with Stuart. She's a very close friend of his, but I've never gotten involved in it. I've never condoned it, but I've always kept away from it.
Yeah.
You know, I've let my wife done her own thing with Stuart, but before Stuart, and I've never gotten involved. I've never called it saying, "Oh, it's rubbish" and things like that. I've always been, not on the fence is the wrong word, I just didn't get involved. But when she got involved with Stuart, and when she says, when I found out what was the matter with us, and she says, "You're going doing it to see him," like, you know, she had me, and she rang him and says, "He's bad," and you know what he's like, "Get on now." That was it, like, you know what I mean? They called me, not 2 days time, and I'm like, "Get on now," you know what I mean? And we came doing seeing him, you know, and took us straight in that room.
So
Absolutely fabulous.
you mentioned that you had no fear.
No.
Did you have a little bit of fear beforehand, or?
Oh, right. Well, I got to tell what was the matter.
Yeah. Naturally.
You know, but when I came the first morning down to him on the Saturday, and I left here, there was no fear. You know, you just think I'd gone in one door, frightened, and gone out the other door. That's how it was straight away, I mean. And I couldn't wait to get back on the Sunday because I was intrigued what I was seeing. It soon after I was keen. I wanted to see more what was in this thing with me, you know. And he says to us all week, mate, "You'll see, mate, at the end of this, mate." And he was right, mate. He was spot on.
I just got to go. I got a message and a feeling that you see Jesus, and I'll be with Jesus and on your journey. You know, and it's hard for people to believe. I'll get their head around it.
Well, I couldn't let go of mine on the last day.
Yeah, it was. It was emotional, very emotional, wasn't it?
I was gutted, the wrong word. It just felt as though everything could come out of us. You know, couldn't stop crying, mate. I said to him, "You can't let go of me here," because my wife was in the room. You know what I mean?
But it's when I say to people about anxiety and stress, it's gone instant, isn't it? It's gone. It's hard to explain if you haven't been in that situation. And when I say to people like who's been in pain for 20 and 30 years, been taking this and that and injections for the pain, and they come and see me, and the pains, they're gone. They're gone.
Yeah.
And the feeling I get from that, the euphoria I feel, because it's the expression and feeling on them, there's some crying, you know, they come break down in tears. Because that happy and pleased. But I say to people, if you have never been in that situation where you've been in pain for years and you kind of get pain relief, you know, and all of a sudden it's gone. The feeling you must have. So, you know, people go, you know, that's a bit over the top. Them haven't been in that situation. They've never felt that pain day after day after day. Yeah.
So how long ago did you get the healing, Gordon?
I've just been finished about 3 weeks.
Yeah,
3 weeks ago.
Right.
And he keeps saying to us, "Come and get healing." I says, "No, it's for somebody else now. You can't do everybody, and I'm fine."
Because you feel fine now. Absolutely.
But why be selfish? I could say to him, "I'll come and see you tomorrow." But there's other people needs him, not me. No, you know what I mean? I'm grateful for what he's done, but it didn't get us wrong. And if I really needed after I come to the hospital, I'll come and see him. But you didn't abuse somebody's goodwill by you just taking it all up, because it's got to be reckoned for him.
That's true.
It's got to be shattering when he's finished with doing this whole thing. I'm seeing my wife sitting there. She was told she had an enlarged heart and a shot in her lung. Well, she came the letters from the hospital. She come down here the next week. He's seen she went back for the second X-ray. The enlarged heart, knee shot in the lung. And he's got the letters made.
I've got the letters.
I've got to tell that one.
Of course.
It meant when your wife's told she's got an enlarged heart and she's got a shot in the lung, and we're being to get a 40-odd year, you melt. When we went for the second X-ray,
it's all gone.
It's no.
Enlarged heart's gone and everything, and the shatters in the lungs.
Shot in the lungs, you know what I mean? That says this. You're sitting there. It's true.
Right. So how many healing sessions was that, Stu?
I think it was 2. It was 2.
It wasn't many.
Yeah, just 2. But you know, people say to me, and I do, of course I do private ones and I charge for private, but I give as much as I weigh on a Thursday night as I can. And the mediums that come in that I used to work with, it's money, yeah? And they were saying I was wrong, give me energy away in that. But when you're getting a reading of somebody, that's not life-threatening, yeah? So, you know, if somebody hasn't got the money, I'll do it. And they want private, I'll do private, but I'll do it free. I do children, most children, I do them for free. Or, you know, whatever. I'm here to help people. And if people haven't got the money, I'll say, well, it just pays when you've got some, if they just still want to come private.
Yeah.
And if they didn't get nothing off it, I didn't want anything off them. I'm genuine. But a medium gives you a message. I can give you life-saving healing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's different. It's different. So you cannot refuse to not treat people, you know?
Yeah. So we've got Trish and Raven here as well.
Well, I knew of Stuart. I suppose everybody did. Stuart. I used to, when I was younger, knock about with Seamus. I called him Seamus, Stuart's brother, when we were teenagers and stuff like that, you know, from 13 onwards. But I'd never ever met Stuart, but I knew of him, and I found local people putting stuff on Facebook saying, you know, he's like a friend of mine's called Julie. She had a terrible accident with a car and that leg. She come to my house, blah blah blah, and she says, I'm going for healing. And I'll honestly sit here and go, all right, you know, oh, you're going for healing, yeah, blah blah blah. A cousin of mine's husband has got when I say chronic, I mean chronic, COPD. And I didn't realise, you know, I was talking to our mortgage, she was in our house, that Stuart had been in the hospital and healed. I can't see the person's name because I, you know, trying to data protection, I don't know. And This bloke still got COPD, but I know with me dad, he shouldn't be here.
Aye. No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, quickly, my daughter was diagnosed with renal kidney cancer. A year gone June, which was a horrendous time. She was only 39, and you don't know at that stage when you're diagnosed what's going to happen. I'm not going into what the consultant had said to her, if this is spread to your lymph nodes, you won't survive. She hadn't even had a CT scan. Anyway, CT scan, blah, blah, and you've got to have your kidney out. You've got kidney cancer. And it was just horrendous, right? Now, I've always said the Lord's Prayer. I think I was brought up with it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's just something, I think, if I can't go to sleep, I've never said the Lord's Prayer. I've never prayed so much in all my life. And it's true, what Stu will say, if there's something goes on in your life, people will go, oh, please, dear God in heaven, please let, and it's true, you just do it then. So anyway, Kelly has her operation. She's done really well. But Stuart didn't know about this, by the way, but our enzyme levels in our liver were high, right? And the Freeman was sort of worried about it. So you're thinking the worst scenario here has some, do you know what I mean? I'm not medical, but I'm not stupid. So anyway, we're going through this situation, blood tests, this, that and the other. And I says to her, do you fancy going to the Divine? Well, what is it? I said, well, I don't know, I've never been before. I said, well, we'll go and see. And this is the God's honest truth, and I think this is how I know, it's not how I think, it's no how I've come connected to it. So I brought my Kelly. And Stu knows I'm an open book. I am. I'm not, everybody that knows us, I'm not shy, but my daughter is very laid back and not to speak to people, you know. And we're sitting and you've done a few healings, and we're going like this to each other, and we were, honestly. And in the first night, I seen colours on people, but I was frightened to see it. I was thinking, I've just seen, what have I just seen? And I was going to Kelly, did you see that? You know, no, going like this, and you're just sort of thinking, my God, what's happening here? And Stuart done a few healings, and he went to my daughter, and we didn't know her at all. He said, do you want to come in the chair? She went, no. He says, come on, we'll get you in the chair. And I was going, go on. He said, whispered, people did, you know. And the whisper was, have you had kidney trouble? And she whispered back, yes, I've had kidney cancer. Nobody could hear, the audience couldn't hear. He went, right, he says, and I was going in that, just says, oh, well, I'm getting looked after for the next 5 years, we're being young. But my enzymes levels are still raised, and they're not coming down as they should. And all right, okay, he says, and anything else? And she went, no, he says, you're suffering from anxiety, you've got no idea. She had, God forbid it's for seeing this, she had me ill with that anxiety. She had everybody ill, and it's hard to stress, not to worry about that person, to she lost 92 stone. Her hair was, she had long blonde hair, her hair was snapping. She was making everybody ill because of her anxieties. She had this healing of Stuart. This is the God's honest truth. How do you feel? Yeah, do you feel relaxed? Yeah, it's amazing. No, she started crying. So she burst out crying. I think she was a little embarrassed because she cried in front of everybody. And anyway, that was that. And the following Thursday, we come back, and he says, I'll come back in the chair. And Kelly goes, yeah. And I said, and he says, anybody else want healing? And I said, me. See. And I think by this time he knew I was her mother. And he says, you're suffering with stress. I said, you've got no idea. That anxiety, where I couldn't eat or nothing. I didn't lose weight like I wished I had. And I burst out crying. I can't express to anybody how you feel after it. You just feel this. You can't express it, you know. Kelly gets in. She has some more healing. And the very next day, I couldn't believe this. She phoned us. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. She was another frame and she went, Mom. She's going, what's the matter? She says, you'll not believe this. She says, I've just come in from on my lunch hour from work. She says, there's a letter from the Freeman. I went, right. She says, I'll read it out. And she was reading it out. She says, it said, Dear Kelly, we're pleased to inform you that your renal cell kidney cancer is gone. Blah, 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 blah. And your enzymes levels are now back to normal. I was, what? She says, they're now back to normal. I says, well, they weren't normal last week. And you've just had blood tests before the healing. And I had to go down and read the letter. She's never looked back. She will keep getting checked on. And she's been in the chair, not loads, but he picked up, not Thursday gone, the Thursday before, and I honestly didn't know. I hadn't picked up on any stress, you know. So just quiet. And I said, you didn't I?
Did, yeah.
And I went, Kelly's in the chair. And I says, oh, she must have stress, blah, blah, blah. She hadn't said. It was Stuart who had picked up on it.
Yeah, I can see darkness, I can see light, I can feel people's energies coming off them. If they're low, you know, if they're a good person or a bad person, I pick up that. It's one of the worst things that has happened where I can pick up that, because there's people I know for like 20, 30, 40 years. And they're not the people that you thought about. And that's the worst thing about this, because the energy, I can see everybody's energy. I can see everybody's there now. I can see, believe me or not, there's Jesus coming in there now. He's coming in here. And wow. I don't know if the camera's picking anything up, but he's here. He's here. See, I let me know he's with me.
Yeah.
He's there. He's guiding. He's supporting. He's showing me that he's there with me. He's within me. God is within.
Yeah.
You know, we've all got that God particle within. I haven't got to go into a religious building or anywhere. You haven't got to be all mamdy-pamdy and bloody petals doing it. You know, it's. I'm still Stuart, and I'll stay Stuart, which chose me for a reason. Yeah.
And you know, when Kelly obviously sat in the chair, and you knew there was something up with that kidneys. What sort of?
I can feel it. I just feel it there, Craig. It's a hard thing to say. You know how to describe it, but I can feel it, and I see the energies. You know, coming away, and I know there's something not right. You're not flowing. The energy's on flowing. Yeah, it's. As soon as I come beside anybody with stress, I can do this anywhere in the world. I used to get 15, 20 emails a day from around the world. I don't get one now. I've been blocked. What do you call it? Monitored, stepped on, whatever. They just don't want. They didn't want the world to know that this is here. And when they see, ladies and gents, when you see this photograph of, you can see I'm doing my prayers in my prayer room up home, and asked a kid called Stephen Crawford.
Yeah, let's have a look at that now. Then.
Yeah, we'll show it now. That's you just can see that, ladies and gents. I think most people have seen it. That there is that's me doing the prayers, praying to Jesus. I was praying to Jesus, the only true son of Joshua, of our Creator God, Yahweh, Yahuwah. Or do you want to pronounce him? It's entirely up to you. And Stephen Crawford's down behind us. He's a medium, and I had a kid called Jason who was videoing it. He used to be part of the admin team, but they're not now. And I've got a video that goes with this, ladies and gents. Believe it's there for everybody to see. If anybody wants to try to debunk it, or I put this out. Into a group, and believe it or not, there's about 5 people commenting on it. When I zoom in onto it, you can see Jesus there. It's on the back of my neck. But when I look back on the video, ladies and gents, you can see us for yourself. There's Mother Mary, Holy Mary, the Mother of God, stand behind us.
So
Have you seen that before, Gordon?
I have.
it's amazing. It's amazing when you see.
I was just telling my son about it the night. But this one.
I hope you can see it. It's there. Do you want to show that? Craig?
Yeah, we'll get it put it on the screen properly. But you can also see it's the energy field around you.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the purple, the
Energy
blue.
around us. But I was praying to Mother Mary, and I was praying to God and Jesus. And then when I look back at the video, she stand behind us. To me, it looks like an old oil painting of Mona Lisa.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. You know, but anybody wants to try to debunk it, it's there, and it's genuine. Like we are all genuine, telling the genuine stories, and we're honest about it.
Yeah.
Be honest about it. Yeah.
I remember the night you showed that in the group on a Thursday, and everybody was absolutely gobsmacked. Couldn't believe how clear it was and how blatant. Just absolutely amazing with what they were saying. But that's one of the after the evidence I've got that God and Jesus exists is the there, ladies and gents. Now we know our return, coming out the dark and back to the light. I say this every time in the group. They didn't leave us, we left them. Yeah.
We left them, ladies and gents, it's time to return. There must be good to be evil. And there must be evil to be good. There must be light to be dark. There must be dark to be light. There must be a God if there's a devil. Yeah? And there must be a devil if there's a God. Yin and yang. They exist, ladies and gents. Time to come back to the light before it's too late.
Yeah. So then we've got Raven, who joined the Divine Light team as well.
Hiya, my name's Raven. So my journey actually began quite a few years ago. I think it was about 8 years ago now. I'm his daughter's best friend, and Stuart and Raven actually took me in. They did turn my life over. I'm very grateful for that. This all happened actually before Stuart knew what was going on with him. So when it was actually happening, it was extremely hard, and I don't think people actually understand how the depths of how hard it was for not just Stuart, his family as well. He's helped me extremely with my mental health side, which I'm not going to talk about too much because we're not in that place anymore. But one thing I will actually speak about is like the pain side, because I've also seen that side. So for existence, I can't say the word. Is that the word?
Example.
Well, I sometimes think I'm Billy Big Bollocks in here, and I do quite a bit of the bins and the lifting and stuff. And I did actually really put me back out, and I was in absolute agony. So when I went home that night, I spent all night crying, thinking, oh, I'll be all right when I wake up. When I woke up, I was in even more pain. So I got on the phone to Nicole, and I was like, look, Nicole, you're going to have to get your dad to help us, otherwise I'm not coming into work, I can't do it. So within 5 minutes I got a phone call. Stuart was like, Raymond, just where's the pain? Says it's in the middle of the back. It feels like your spine snapped inwards. I was in absolute agony. He says, right, lie down on the bed. So I lay down on the bed. He says, put your phone where the pain is. So I did believe him, but there's only so much you can believe with mental health, because mental health can also be your side, which it amazes after I'd seen the pain side. So when he lay down, and literally I was on the phone for a couple of minutes, and I believe you not, that like you could feel the pain getting pulled out of you. Like it's insane. Like you can't put it into words. When I got up and I got off the phone call, believe it or not, I was running. I was doing I wouldn't exactly say front flips, but I was doing cartwheels. So that was just proof in itself, really.
Yeah, but it's like you just said, Raven, it's hard for people to believe.
But not just on that aspect of one thing, though, Stuart, because it's not like you can just heal one thing. Like, I mean, mental health's a massive thing, and it's people do like so. For you to go from the mental health side to like literally diseases to pain, it's something that I think that's why I understand why some people won't believe, because it's quite like, do you know what I mean? But until you experience it yourself, you'll never deny it again. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, but it's an experience that's so powerful, ladies and gents, so powerful. Like I said earlier on, I can exchange my energies with the stars, the sun, the moon, and I can see it leaving my body, and I can see it leaving them and coming into my body. We're all connected. Every one of us connected. Yeah. We're all energy. We're all light beings in a human experience. Yeah. And believe me or not, ladies and gents, I can do what I say I can do, and it's Jesus, God, whatever you want to say, whatever name you want, or even if you don't believe in Jesus, God, them that believe in higher energy, because Jesus and God, they are a powerful energy in the universe. Yeah.
Yeah, but Gordon and I had a chat just before we started the podcast, and we were talking about when you explain to people what you've experienced what other people are experiencing, you can't blame them for not understanding or believing what you're saying because of the way they've been like convinced in life that these sort of things happen in movies or in books. It's sometimes people do actually have to experience it or see something with their own eyes to understand it's happening.
But at the same time, people, I'm not strangers, fair enough, but people who know me as a person, and I'm a stand-up lad, and I'm stand up there and I face anything, right? And they know me as a person. You know, they want to, you know, just sit back and say, why does Stuart want to say these things?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And when people's paying me private, why do people want to lie for me and pay me?
Yeah.
It's just, think of it logically.
It wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Yeah, I speak to friends and family now about what I've experienced with Stuart. Some of them are, wow, absolutely, that sounds amazing, and some are, probably think I'm a little bit crackers. But like I say, Stuart's the type of guy that why would he stand up there and say these things, knowing the type of person that Stuart was in his past, and then I say, okay, you might not believe what other people are saying, but surely you believe what I'm saying, because I know you, and we've known each other for sometimes all my life. But for some reason, some people don't.
Craig, on a Thursday night, now I stand up there and I heal as many people as I can before I'm drained, free of charge.
Yeah.
And I, same as yourself, Craig, Raven, Trish, giving your time away. It's the most precious thing we'll ever have is time. You cannot get it back once it's spent. We're standing there on a Thursday night giving that away. And, it's £4 in our group. But for that, you get free teas, coffees, bottled water and biscuits. And you get free healing, like-minded people. And you get so much love and energy in there, and so divine energy that comes in, for £4. If anybody else is doing the same out there, we might pop the up here. But I'm not standing there making money. I'm standing there giving me time and giving me energies away. And likewise with yourselves. Yeah. Because the more people in there, I use a collective energy. The collective energy, I can see everyone's energy, and I draw it in from the universe, the energy from the universe, from Jesus and God. And I can see them, I see it. And when I start healing people, I just ask for him to come in. As soon as I start the healing process, I say, here he comes, and he just comes across the top of the group, and he comes across to me, and he said, there's beams of light gone into my body, and people actually see this, and we've got it on video when it's gone into my body. Yeah?
Do you sometimes skeptical of seeing, like I've said to you, haven't I? Did you, did you say that?
Yeah.
I got to read it.
Just constantly like that.
Because I don't want people in the audience thinking, oh, there she goes again. I can't say it. And when you say something, and like Bob will go, yeah, I seen that and all, or somebody's face will go, that person's, his face is totally changed.
I'm off in and out. Sometimes I turn into, like, my face is like turns into Jesus. And people see that.
When I first seen that, I spoke to you, Sharon. I was a bit scared of that. I was thinking, what's going on?
Wait,
can anybody else see it?
Me. I've known him 16 years.
He does change.
Dean's my best pal. Like Dean Kipler's not getting away from it. I've known him 16 years, and yet till I went for healing, I've never seen any crosses around him.
Yeah.
How can you say that? And I used to go out in the forest and see him.
Oh, you've seen me cross then.
I've seen him for 12 years in here, or how long he's been in here. Yeah. And I've never seen any crosses around him, mate. I've sat in his company, you know what I mean? With Dean, umpteen times, and I can't explain that. Yeah. But every time I see him now, I can see crosses. And how long that lasts, I don't know. But every time it just focuses in.
I've got to tell you this, and I'm not mentioning nobody's names, but I brought a friend of mine who had cancer for the third time, and she had private healing. Now, I had never been in the little healing room at all. So anyway, we pulled up in my car, like, and Stuart's standing there, and I was to go back in the car. He says, where you going? I says, well, I'll just sit in the car. He says, no, come in the room now. I says, all right. I can't begin to tell you. Well, you've been in it. Straight away. I was thinking, oh my God, this. I can't say the words, the feeling that I had. And he goes, right. Had a talk with her. Oh, good old talk with her. Now I'm just sitting there. He says, right, Trish, what I want you to do, he says, is video it. He says, this is the first session, it's just got 4. And you sit there and video it. Right, so the music's on, the beautiful music and that. And I was like looking around and, you know, he's got Jesus and he's got the crosses and sort of looking around thinking, isn't it lovely? In your head, you're seeing these things. I never videoed it at all. I was holding the phone like that. And I couldn't believe what I was saying. And I don't care what people think of me, because I didn't see Stuart come. So she's lying on the bed and she was covered with a big purple, deep purple, that colour purple, thick towel to here, so you could only see the person's head, and I'm sitting there. Anyway, Stuart's behind and starts doing his prayers and that, you know, and then he comes to the side and blah, blah, blah. And that goes on, and here's me sitting thinking I'm videoing it, but I couldn't even, I could hardly breathe, because I knew I was going to burst out crying. And I mean burst out crying. And I was thinking, oh my God. And the towel was going. And you're thinking you're saying things. And then the wall behind him, there wasn't a cross there, but there was. That cross was on the wall behind him. And the colours of the walls. So I'm sitting, obviously with the camera like this, but I was going like this. Is this in my head? Is this in my head? This what's happening here? So he finished this session thing, like, you know, and obviously, you know, thingy that, opened that, and had a little chat. He says, and he turned and I burst out crying. I was proper sobbing, you know, as if somebody passed away, you know, proper. I can't explain to nobody, as Craig, you've just said, what I experienced. I can't explain it.
Yeah.
At all.
It's hard, like, because it's like when the second day I was here, I didn't realise my wife told us and he told us afterwards, my stomach was jumping all over the place where he was putting the in and my wife told us.
It was like a washing machine, his stomach just pull it down that way. And he couldn't feel it, could you?
I couldn't feel a thing. And when we were sitting in the car outside, I said, oh, did you see out? Like, she said, your stomach was dancing all over the place. Because she's into this sort of stuff to start with, you know.
This sort of stuff.
No,
this sort of stuff.
We've seen that on the Thursday with people getting healing, where the chests, like, you kind of do it, can you? The chest, you're thinking.
That's like that, isn't
it? Because it's amazing.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on the bench? No,
I've never been here. I've been.
She's had a healing in a room on a chair.
I've had a few in the chair.
You can't get up, you know, when you finish.
I had a knee replacement. The pain was horrendous. Just, I thought, this is what I've got to live with.
I think if you went in there, mind, and if he doesn't wake you, you'll be there 3 days later, mind.
Probably talking out.
No, sleep because
you like that?
You just can't. You see, and he starts praying. He goes.
But you do that in the chair.
You do that in the chair.
It's more relaxing in the room.
It's more relaxed in the room with some computer around you. But we're going to end it very soon, shortly, because I don't know how long we've been going on now.
Yeah.
And I believe that we've got so much to every month, once a month at the end of every month, you're going to see these on all the different platforms. That's going to be on. Remember what you said?
It'll be on YouTube and it'll be on all audio platforms.
Audio platforms. Well done, lad. He's top of the class.
I've got it written down. Yeah.
But before we leave, I'm going to do a little prayer and a little bit healing for all. Yeah, we're just going to link up now and see if the cameras pick up any energy coming in.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we're going. Shut your eyes. Say the Lord's Prayer in your mind. Now, bring Jesus in your mind. Now I'm going to bring your body. Yeah, we're going. Here he comes. Our Father, not in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive them who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. To eternity and beyond, my Father. To eternity and beyond. Yahweh, the only way, the right way, the creator of life, giver of life, creator of everything. Yahuwah, the only true God from heaven, earth, and the universe. Your Son, Yeshua, the divine light, Jesus Christ, the only true Son. And she, the feminine, that stands with you. We love you, we love you, love you, my Father. We believe in you, believe in you, believe in me, Father. I ask you to love us and believe in us too. Answer our prayers, answer our prayers, answer our prayers. Cleanse our body, heal the too, clear our mind, I ask you. Cleanse our bodies, heal too, and clear our mind, I ask you. Cleanse our body, heal too, and clear our minds, I ask you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're the light, you're the light, you're the light. Thank you for everything you create on planet Earth and the universe. For life to thrive and evolve on planet Earth and the universe. And thank you for the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, the roof above our heads and clothes on our back. Most of all, our Father, and thank you for life itself. You create so much beauty, so much beauty. You create the universe and ask them to provide for us. You provided in abundance and more, my Father. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ask for forgiveness for humanity. Let's put right what we did wrong. Let's put right what we did wrong, my Father, I ask of you. Ask you to lie with us, stand with us, walk with us, guide us, support us, protect us in the family, night and day, my homes and business of any seen way, and stop the dark entities and dark energies coming our way. We believe, we believe, we believe. Use all the light, use all the light, use all the light. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Forgive us all, Father, we lost our way. Send our love through our heart, our mind, our body and soul, all our love forever and always, from each and every one of us, each and every one of you, my Father. We love you, my Father. We love you, we love you, we believe in you, believe in you, believe in you. I ask for a safe journey home for each and every one of us. Thank you for the energy you provide for all the healing that has been provided for each and every one of us. All the energy and all the love and light. Thank you, my Father. Thank you. Forgive us, we lost all you. Thank you. Thank you, my Father. Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stu.
Thank you.
So just before we go, we've got loads of content of people to come on and give their account of what they've experienced with Stuart, and we've got videos of evidence where we can show people of the things that Stuart's experiencing and we're experiencing. But if there is any topics or questions that people have got that they'd like discussed or no answers to the questions, then if you give her a message or leave a comment somewhere, then we'll do our best to answer that and discuss it at a later date.
Yeah. We've got to see it in a group, ladies and gents. Seeing is believing. And seeing is believing. Come down and either watch it and witness for yourself, or come down and sample it. And it's so powerful, so healing, loving, and divine. Everybody's welcome, ladies and gents. Thank you. Please share on each and every one of the platforms. Thank you.